I'm Tirsa, and today I'm going to show you how to make pumpkin muffins with cinnamon streusel topping. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I already got 4 eggs. I'm going to put them in a bowl here and just mix them up a little bit with the fork. Then after I stir them up pretty good, I'm just going to put them ahead in the mixing bowl. Make sure you get all of them out of there. Okay. Then after that, I'm going to add half a cup of vegetable oil, which I already measured out for you. Okay, now that I've added my wet ingredients, I'm going to go ahead and add my dry ingredients, which calls for 3 cups of sugar. Got my sugar. Now I'm going to add, this is 16 ounces of pumpkin that you can actually just buy just 16 ounces in a can. So I'm going to add that. Okay, now that I got that, I'm going to mix it up a little bit. So I'm just going to stir that up a little bit. While that's stirring, I'm going to get my other ingredients that I need, which would be 3½ cups of flour. Sometimes it can get a little dry, so you're going to want to add, calls for about ½ a cup of water, but I usually add just a little bit less than that, so I'm going to alternate with that. And then only ½ a cup left. Then I'm going to turn off and I'm going to stir it up a little bit, make sure all the dry ingredients are off of there. Okay, so I'm just going to stir that up. Then lock it back up. Have it on low. Okay, so the other ingredients that I added, I already have mixed up in here, is some baking soda, about a teaspoon, and ½ a teaspoon of baking powder. Then comes my favorite, which would be the seasonings. So you can, if you measure it out, you can do a teaspoon of everything, but I like to just add kind of a little bit of everything. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, some ground cinnamon, and just a little bit of nutmeg. Okay, now that I got it all mixed up, I'm going to just take it out, stir it up a little bit more, get all the edges. And the recipe usually will probably make around 24 muffins. So I'm just going to use an ice cream scooper. So it's evenly distributed over in here. Okay, so this is going to be for the cinnamon streusel topping. So I already measured out about a cup or so of the brown sugar. I'm going to add a stick of melted butter. And kind of just stir it up with a fork. I like to do this by hand because it likes to get pretty crummy, and I like to to see the texture pretty well. Okay, now that that's all stirred up, I'm going to add some more cinnamon. I'm going to add a good portion of spices only to cover up that you're going to need a lot of flour to use, so your crumbs don't taste just like flour. Okay, now I'll be honest, I'm not too great on measuring, so I would tell you probably to start off with a cup of flour, because you're really looking for a certain kind of texture instead of just a measurement to me. Okay, now that I have everything all mixed up, I added probably about another cup of flour in case you are into measuring all the time. This is about the texture you're going to want, something kind of still moist, yet full of crumbs and stuff. I'm just going to take a handful and I'm going to put these on all the muffins. And really push down on it so they stay on there. When they rise, they don't fall off of there. Okay, so now that I put the crumb topping on all of the muffins, just fair warning, if you are doing 24 muffins, you're going to want to double that crumb topping so you can put the topping on all of them. I filled them all up, and now I'm going to I already have the oven at 350, so I'm going to bake them for about half hour until they come out, not battery or anything. Okay, so now I'm going to make the glaze to go over the crumb topping. I added just a little bit of sifted powdered sugar. And then I'm going to use just a little tiny bit of hot water. And some vanilla. And just keep mixing it until it's blended pretty good. You don't want your glaze to be too watery because that'll make your muffins soggy. So I like to make it pretty thick. Okay, now that I have that all stirred up, it's pretty thick glaze. So I'm just going to pretty much just pour it right on top of it. Alright, now that you have all your drizzle done, you have the finished product, which would be the pumpkin with cinnamon streusel topping. Some people like to wait till they're cool, but I don't. Simple, easy, and perfect for fall. Enjoy!